I think that emotion is the primary driver. I think that human beings spend a lot of time trying to justify with logic decisions that they took on an emotional basis. I think it's always been like that. I mean, all the sales training I ever had said that you've won or lost the meeting usually in the first few seconds of entering the room. Somebody either likes the look of you or they don't like the look of you, and you're either reinforcing that opinion or you're busy pushing them down in the wrong direction. I think something salespeople had to learn a long time ago was to shut up. If the customer's giving you indications that they might buy the product, just ask them to buy it. Don't keep telling them why. You might create a logical reason why they might not. No, emotion is definitely the primary function here. No, salespeople need to care about the interests of the person they're selling to. The biggest mistake you see in any walk of life in sales is actually, I'm just here to tell you about my product. And that's just the features or the advantages of we've got a giant circulation, or our car's faster than theirs, or something like that. The real art of selling is to convince the person you're talking to that they took this decision, to be able to match what they want or indeed need, maybe if they don't know they need it yet, to the benefits of the product. And that I think is what salesmanship is all about, understanding. And I think the big phrase is seek first to understand and then to be understood. Do we really hate advertising people? I don't know. The only way I can really answer that question is if you ask people whether they want to find out about new products and services, they tend to say yes. If you say, do you like advertising, they tend to say no. But that could potentially be the same question. When we first started putting advertising onto the BBC website, the website had existed for 12 years without advertising, we put some advertisements in front of audiences and asked them what they thought. Actually, the general feeling, marginally, was that having a nice quality of advertising on the website enhanced the overall experience, because people want to know what's going on in the world. Whether they recognise it or not, the way that lots of people find out about things, about the next car from whichever car manufacturer, the fact that you can now fly to a country direct that you couldn't do so before, the fact that there's now a new insurance policy or some new service, most of the time that comes from advertising. What people don't like is overly intrusive advertising. I think the digital world has learnt that you don't need to have flashing, winking things and giant things that take over the page, because actually the focus of the consumer on a PC screen is quite intense already, and so you can say it slightly more quietly. Notice how well just text advertisements have worked, because you don't really need to force it down people's throats. So I think is advertising the root of evil, or is it actually the oil that makes industry go round? It helps people learn about new products and services. I think mostly people want to know about those things. Mostly people aren't massively satisfied with everything they have at the moment. And I think children are a really interesting example of this. So lots of children don't understand why televisions don't already do what PCs do. Why can't I stop this? Why can't I go and search for whatever I want? There is a measure of expectation in the consumer world that things will improve. And all advertising really is letting people know what's going on. I think you can get too wound up in this. You can say, I don't like things that aren't targeted to me. But human beings are inconsistent creatures. They're not totally logical creatures.